In this video help, I'm going to be describing the supplier list screen, the supplier or vendor as it might be called. This screen is a setup screen that is used in the purchase order to provide the vendor information through a drop-down so that in the purchase screen you just pick the vendor and its information. It'll drop into the purchase order, allowing you to just pick from a drop-down list. When you set up the individual vendors that you're going to be using in the database, you want to be able to have the vendor information in a single line all the way across the screen here. Do not try to do returns and create a standing vertical information, because you want to be able to read this without having to have it truncate the information. This is actually truncated automatically when it comes into the supplier list screen, and that information is then set up properly. The first thing you do is put in the supplier information and then add the other supporting information for phone numbers, in this case the sales office, contacts 1 and 2, the email for that person, and contact number 3. So you have 3 different contacts you can have in there. Now you're not limited to that. You can always go down to the comments area and add additional contacts or telephone numbers horizontally across the screen in a list form in order to have additional contacts within this screen. And from the purchase order screen, you can pop over to the supplier screen and get the information if you need additional contacts or phone numbers or emails in this area here. Obviously, it'd be too much to try to put all that into the purchase order itself. You can do a new record in here to add a new vendor. Say, for example, if you're looking at an existing one, you would come over to an existing record, click New, and then add the new vendor in this blank fields. Then if you need to do a find in here, or you want to go back out to the main menu and look at the list view for the purchase vendors, you could do that. As always, you can use the perform find once the fields are empty to find a particular vendor or one of the people from the company. As far as you can't remember what company, but you remember the name, you can go ahead and use that information. Let's go ahead and go back to the purchase order. I want to show you one thing in this. In the purchase order, when you have the vendor information here, this particular button is for opening the website. If you put a valid website in here, it has to have, and I'm going to put it in there, the http://. If you do not put that in there, when you use this button, it will not properly open that particular website. So make sure that that is added to this screen so that you can use the vendor information with the data that you want to put in there. Now, interestingly enough, I edited the screen here, but it also updated the information in the actual vendor screen. So if I went back over to the supplier and looked in there, you'll see now that it's updated that screen and put the correct website ID in there. If you have any questions about using this screen, contact me through the support site by clicking on this icon, or you can call or use Skype to contact me. Thank you.